What's up? Rocking out. It is cold. Got a little cold snap. Got to have my hat on for real this time. All right. How long should a metal roof last if you screw it down? This is like 5-rib, D-rib, ag panel, screw down metal roof right here. If you put this on your roof, how long do you think that it will last? If you haven't asked yourself that question, you should, because it's something that you should know. However much money you put into it up front, the value of the roof is divide that number by how long it's going to last. So if you pay 10 grand and it lasts 20 years and then you got to replace it, costs you $500 a year. All right, so we're just going to talk about screws in this video and how long they last. Check this out right here. So this roof is 18 years old and we've got screws doing this. Oh, if I take my drill, do this, it's just spinning. There's nothing underneath there. So that's bad. But this roof's been leaking because screws have backed out. Like those up there, like these, they were put in at an angle. Those are put in at an angle. So hypothetically, you could say that a screw down roof lasts 15 to 20 years, which is what I say. And it's based on the screws mainly. You could not pay me enough money to screw this down directly to 1x10 pine, which is what this roof is. In certain situations, like this entire row of screws probably hit a crack between two boards and all the screws right there were leaking. So that is why we put 1x4 boards down on every screw line, and that way all the screws hit in the middle of a 1x4 board. You never want to split your screws right in a crack like that. So 1x4s alone are going to add probably 5 to 10 years of life to your roof. Always put 1x4s down, even if you have 1x10 pine sheeting. If you're doing new construction, you have OSB, like 4x8 sheets, 5/8 OSB. It's okay to screw through that. You're not going to hit any cracks, but 3/4 of pine does hold better than 5/8 of OSB. So keep that in mind. Not a bad idea to 1x4 over the 5/8 OSB either. So you get 15 to 20 years of life on a screw down metal roof. That is it. If you want to get more life out of it than that, year 18, say, you can come back and replace all the screws on the roof. So that's going to cost you a couple grand to do that. Maybe 3 or 4 based on how big the roof is and if it's got a chimney, some boots, some flashing that needs to be redone and stuff. If you go ahead and upgrade your roof to a metal shingle or a concealed fastener panel like standing seam, you're going to pay 2 to 3 times the cost up front, but you're 100% going to get 2 to 3 times the life out of the roof. Standing seam and metal shingles are going to last 50 to 100 years plus, and not have any repairs at year 18 where your screws are backing out. So it's really worth considering. If you've got the money to pay up front, you're going to get a hassle-free, maintenance-free, worry-free roof, and it's going to cost you less money. It's a better value in the long run. My example earlier, if you spend 10 grand to get 20 years out of a roof, that's $500 a year. If you spend 20 grand on the same roof and get 100 years, you're paying like pennies on the dollar per year for a roof that's going to be better looking. It's not going to leak. It's not going to have maintenance issues. You're going to be able to pay less on your insurance because it's a class 4 impact rating. So many factors. Lots and lots of factors. So worth considering if you don't have the money up front to pay for a fancy roof. Go ahead and do this. This is the next best option, but do keep in mind it's only going to last 15 to 20 years unless you use a better screw, and it'll last 30 years. But that's another topic for another video. 15 to 20 years screwed on metal with standard screws.